Do you have a photo of your furry family member that you'd be proud to hang on your wall? Well, if like me, the answer is no, then this is why you should consider getting a professional pet photographer to come to your rescue.
But why should people think about using a professional pet photographer, maybe rather than, well, either we've all got cell phones in our pocket that are getting better, or a photographer who actually doesn't specialize in pets?
So to speak the professional versus our cell phones, yes, cell phone quality is getting better. It's never going to compare to the quality of a photo that you're going to get, not just from a professional camera, but mostly from the professional behind that camera who knows how to manipulate lighting and posing and what time of day and how to prompt, whatever, whoever they're shooting and how to edit those photos and on and on and on. So quality aspect, yes, phones are great for what they are, but it's just never going to compare to a professional photographer. And then pets specifically, there are several genres in photography where I really think people should hone in on a specialist. And that's because that genre is so unique in the training that it takes and the knowledge and the practice. And pet photography is certainly one of those. You really have to have a knowledge, not necessarily like a veterinarian level knowledge, but you really do have to have a good working knowledge of the animals in general, scientifically, and how to work with them and just the things that you need to do to be careful with them and to do and not to do. And it's just incredibly important, I think, to have a specialist when you're working with your dogs or your cats or your horses. And they are so trained on that specific genre that the people who every now and then, like myself, will photograph a dog, usually my own, we can get away with it sometimes, but kind of like newborn photography, if you don't do it on a regular basis, you don't want someone taking photos of your pet unless that's what they're specializing in.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I love that. It's the person behind the camera, not the camera. I dabble a little bit in, or I have done in the past, and it's always, oh, that's a nice photo. And someone immediately goes, what lens did you use? And you're like, well, it doesn't really matter. It was, that's not the important thing. So I see you all chuckling there. So I know you'll get that many times. And I guess, Darlene, going back to the importance of knowing the animals, that must be where your training background comes in, being able to read how much, not you can push them, that's the wrong word, but how much you can get away with posing or what have you.
Yeah, extremely important. And having been a dog trainer first, that's always in my mind, first and foremost. My main goal in a photo session with a dog is to make sure the dog is safe, the environment safe, and all of that. Like, I keep dogs on leash throughout the entire time. I know a lot about dog body language. And to me, it's important that a pet photographer knows a lot about reading dogs' behavior, body language. They don't have to be a dog trainer. I mean, yes, I was, but they should have that knowledge to know when a dog might be stressed, when a dog might need a little bit more space, when a dog might need a break. And that comes with all animals too during a session. So safety is huge, and it's important for the photographer to be able to read into a lot of that.
Yeah, and you're only ever going to be able to get the best photo with a dog being relaxed in their normal state, reflecting who they normally are, rather than ears up or tail tucked, because they're anxious about that situation.
Exactly, a lot of those signs, so true, where people are, oh, the dog is smiling, and clearly the dog is stressed.
Oh, yeah, those photos on social media people post of the baby hugging the dog that looks like it's about to bite them, but everyone thinks it looks
so cute. It gives me anxiety, right?
Oh, yeah, you and me both, Darlene. And Kathy, I guess it's the same with cats as well, but maybe camera shy might be the way of putting things.
Yes, they're more easily stressed, they're more easily anxious, and calming them down or getting them comfortable is harder. And that's the biggest challenge with cats. I love 3-month-old kittens that are well socialized. They're active, they're playful, they're really easy to get in front of a camera.
Yeah, but the older cranky senior, a bit more tricky.
Yes. And then it's just, how can I keep the animal, how can I keep this cat comfortable and hopefully willing to work with me, or at least tolerant? Those are my big goals with the anxious and timid cats. Keep them comfortable and hopefully in front of the camera.
But to find out how to prepare your dog or cat for a photo shoot, whether it's with a pro photographer or yourself, you need to check out these top tips for either dogs or cats. So tap on one of those videos. I'll see you there. But until the next time, I'm veterinarian Dr. Alex. This is Our Pets Health, because they're family.